G'day, Dobbo here, and I can't tell you enough. Kratzmann's RV Super Centre up at Burpengary on the Bruce Highway. The only place to buy a caravan or a motorhome, brand new, second-hand, they're all there. And you know what? They do deals. They love it. They do deals. You go up there with a handful, go and talk to them, you'll get a caravan. That's all that matters. Either way, just tell them that Inside Ball, you've been listening to Inside Ball, and we told you to go and see them. G'day and welcome. Inside Ball round 20, the preview, and the great Kevin Walters. Now listen, go and listen to the Kevin Walters uncut interview from yesterday. Mate, he was under the spotlight. I'm back in my seat now. He's got the chief seat again, but it's unbelievable. About the playing career, you want to talk about where he learned how to win? Well, it happened right at East Ipswich.
In the backyard?
In the backyard with the spotlight on, with mum hosing the water. First time you ever got 10 in the bin. That's where winning came from. It happened in Ipswich, and now we're here today. So go and have a listen to it. All for Kratzmann Caravans. We've got an awesome chat with Kevie. It wasn't about his coaching, about his playing career. I always said I wanted to do it, and we were very lucky to interview. I got the chance to interview the 6-time premiership player, the great Kevin Walters. Go and have a listen. Now he's back. We're back on Inside Ball. Round 20, huge weekend of footy, Kev. How are you, mate?
Good, thanks, Dobbo. How are you? You going well?
You get a bit excited, mate. We're close. We're on the countdown.
No, well, tonight's the big one for me.
Yeah.
At Suncorp, right? These two Queensland teams battling it out. Both sitting on the edge of the 8, but they both need to win tonight, and they both can't win.
Have to win.
Someone's going to lose, Dobbo.
Yeah.
Who's going to lose?
Dolphins, Cowboys, 8 o'clock. I don't want to. I've been a huge fan of the Dolphins this year.
Yeah, we both have. We love
11 out. 11
players missing.
Mate, if you had 5 Origin players and a representative out, every club would be whinging, and that's what the Dolphins have at the moment. So all I'm going to say is, off the back of last week, I thought the Cowboys were unlucky not to beat the Bulldogs.
They should have beaten them.
It was a high-quality game.
They should have beaten them. So
I think the Cowboys win this. So if you think about the players who they've got coming back in there, Robson, Dearden, Nanai, Cotter, Tuolangi's an Origin player as well. He didn't play this year as well.
He's an Australian player. Yeah, he's fit.
Drinkwater's been 18th man before. I mean, to me, Griffin Neem's a representative. They should win tonight.
They should, because only on the back of the Dolphins being depleted through injury. And
well, you take out Plath, you take out Cody Nikorima, you take out Jack Bostock, you take out Kafusi, you take out Mark Nichols, you take out Tom Flegler, Tom Gilbert. The list goes on and on and on. Saifidi. The list goes on. They are absolutely drained in the talent pool. Now, they have made a change. They dropped O'Sullivan and they put Averillo at 6.
It's more like for like with Nick.
I like it.
The way he plays.
Mate, Averillo's played at 6 a couple of times this year. He played there last year. I like Averillo at 6. I actually thought, Kev, and tell me why, and so Nafahu is come in
on the wing.
Come in on the wing. You got Fine and obviously Herbie in the centres. Why wouldn't you pull Hammer to the centres and Trey Fuller?
I don't think Trey. He said last week that Trey Fuller's. They're not 100% convinced he's right to go yet. He's been playing a bit of Queensland Cup, hasn't he? But it's another level up, and maybe this waiting for another week or two. But he's a good footballer.
Yeah. And so you got to.
If he was fit, Dobbo, he'd be playing. But I don't think he's fit, mate. I think he re-injured his knee, and he's just sitting there rehabbing that, waiting for it to get right. But hats off to the Dolphins. They've been magnificent with all those injuries, and these have been long-term injuries as well. It's been 4 or 5 weeks. So this is a crucial game for them tonight that they can try and get the win. But I just don't see up against the class of the Cowboys. And last week, the Cowboys, they should have beat the Bulldogs. They bombed a couple of tries, got over the line, and the ball was dislodged and whatnot. And then that last 7 or 8 minutes of that game, they just had too many errors. So I think they'll learn from it.
If the Cowboys lose tonight, I think the Cowboys are done. No. I think the Cowboys, if they lose tonight, they're done. I think they could potentially be done anyway. They've only had 6 wins for the year.
Yeah, and you need 12.
And you need 12. So unless the importance of this game for them is that
It's huge,
it's getting to the time now where they know you either win or, as
You're
we
out.
say,
Where are you taking them to?
Koh Samui. That's where we're going, Koh Samui.
Righto.
So I'm with you, and I think it's like for like with the Dolphins as well. The Dolphins need 12 wins. They know they have to win tonight.
Yeah. What's wrong with Jason Tomaholo still? Is he still out with a leg injury?
Leg injury, yeah.
Yeah, they've just been missing him in the middle, haven't they? You know, but they still got enough good players there and enough talent to beat the Dolphins tonight. So that'll be a tight game. Maybe we'll go for the Cowboys, hey?
Oh, well, I've got a bet because it's my turn for a bet again. I've got them.
We'll do that later in the show, eh?
Yeah, I've got them very featured heavily in that. All right, let's go into the rest of the games, and there's a lot to get through. And look, obviously, when we talk about this, Sharks, Roosters, Sharks are favourites.
I don't know why they are.
Me neither.
You can't trust the Sharks.
Never. Not
Maybe-
even at Shark Park after dark. Like, you can't
Well,
do
this
it.
is 6 o'clock, so it is dark in
It's
Sydney.
dark in Sydney.
Right. And the Roosters, I like Sam Walker, what he did last week. First game back from a long time out with his knee, and then he broke his thumb. That little field goal just on half time, I think that was a big turning point.
Hang on, Kev, though. Chad Townsend in the 6.
Yeah. That's a weird selection for mine.
What's Sandon Smith
Yeah.
done wrong?
I don't know. And he's parked not even on the bench. He's
20. He's wearing the number
jumping
20.
number
He ain't
20.
going to be there.
Maybe there might be a late change there. I can't see why, but maybe he's gone with playing against his old club, in the Sharks. So, I think Townsend, that may bring the best out of him, wanting to prove that he's still got it. That's the only reason I can see that. And maybe his kicking game as well. He kicks the ball well when he's on, Chad Townsend,
Yeah.
but he hasn't played since round 5 in the NRL. So that's 15 weeks ago.
Well, I'm going to go for the upset here.
Yeah, I think the Chooks can win on the back of, what they've been doing.
Me too.
They had a good win last week over the Dragons, a good tough win. Sam Walker back second week. All their origin
And-
players have been freshened up.
And we love Nawanga Nitawasa.
Yeah.
We love him. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Is he
We
staying
love
in
him.
league or is he
Well, there's a bit of rumour going that he might be going back.
back to rugby?
He
Because the Roosters have tabled him an offer. and
yeah, doesn't want to know about it
Until the
so
end
he's
of the
going to
year.
wait till November 1 where
Right.
he can negotiate. The mail is that the 2027 Rugby World Cup,
Is it very enticing for him?
very enticing.
Is that here?
Yeah, it's in Australia.
Right.
Marky Mark.
We want to be careful. We don't want to lose too many players back. They've already taken Suali.
Yeah, well, there are eyes on them as well. People are interested in them. Like, rugby hasn't got any players that actually, like,
You want to follow and
You want
watch.
to follow, but if you start pinching big name league players, guess what? You're going to follow rugby because you want to see how they're doing.
Well,
so,
yeah,
like, you
particularly
take Suali. Like, I'm going to the Wallabies on Saturday,
Yeah.
and I'm going there. Now, I don't know a single bloody player other than Joseph, Harry Wilson, the
Yeah,
captain,
Harry Wilson,
legend.
he's a
legend,
terrace
Harry.
legend.
We love Harry Wilson, mate. Country boy from Gunnedah, great bloke. But I mean, and Fraser McRide, I do know him because they're Reds. But there's not.
I think
a
you've
lot
been a bit hard on the Wallabies, but they don't have that that star.
Okay, you name them.
Yeah, I think you're being a bit hard. I
Name-
went through.
name them
I
1 to
watched it.
15.
I can't name 1 to 15.
Thank you, that's
can't
all I
name-
wanna say.
I can't name the Australian 1 to 15 right now.
Oh, but that's because it's not selected. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I know what you're saying, but like that.
I'm not being harsh on them. I'm just saying they don't have the aura of the 91, the 98.
No.
When you knew, I could name that side when I was when I was 15.
Yeah, but that's like the cricket too as well, mate. I used to be able to name the Australian cricket side. I couldn't tell you the Australian cricket side right now.
Well,
Could
why-
you?
Well, he can't bat.
I know a few of them.
Yeah, Sammy Constance, he can't bat.
Well, is he still in the Australian cricket team?
Labuschagne, Smith, I could go through it. I reckon I could
okay.
do it.
Yeah, I could-
Boland got a hat-trick
Righto,
the other day.
you make
Fastest ever 5 wickets by Mitchell
Yeah,
Stark.
that was the
All
smallest-
out for 27. Hang on, what more do you want?
Smallest ever
Yeah.
score at Test cricket, wasn't ever.
Yeah, I could do it, I
27.
think.
Yeah, I saw
Anyway,
that, right.
okay.
This is a rugby league podcast, by the way.
We just deviated a little bit. Go Harry Wilson. I do love you, brother. Panthers take on the Rabbitohs. That's
So we're
the
going
next
the
game.
Roosters,
We're
are we?
going the Roosters.
Yep.
Panthers take on Rabbitohs. Please.
He's rested all of his boys again.
Yeah, but there's no Cody Walker. That's why. I mean, come on. Panthers absolutely.
No Cleary, no Yo.
By
no
how
Martin.
much? By how much?
Panthers will win. They've been good without their origin players. And the Rabbitohs just devastated by injuries again. What's wrong with Cody Walker? Still hamstring. Is he
An
going
old
to be
man
back?
injury. No, he's gone for the year.
What about Campbell Graham?
Gone for the year. Jack Whiten at 5'8", unfortunately, doesn't win for South Sydney. History will show has not had success at 5'8".
Right. Lewis Dodd's in the 17 as well, the Englishman.
it's
Is he going to get a game?
Well, he needs to get some sort of game because if he can't get the job done, they need to go,
Yeah.
Louis, back over to Britain, mate. Off you go.
Yeah, the Panthers look to have too much, don't they?
Yeah, they do. So I think we agree there.
It's a big game for them.
Saturday, Raiders take on the Eels, please. Okay.
Righto.
Let's unpack this.
We're both Raiders fans.
I know, but how disgusting that a player who's been there since he was 14, took him to a grand final, has been there and he's leaving at the end of the year, that you make him 18th man. If Dylan Brown isn't one of the best players in that club, if not the best, you play him 18th man, I know the answer, we're trying to see what we've got next year.
Yeah.
Bull crap.
Yeah, well, my philosophy is always what's happening now, because if I did that at the Broncos when I was at the Broncos, you would have hung, you and your mates in the media.
Bomber would have.
Well, some of you would have.
Bomber.
I reckon you'd have been. Get into him about this, Bomber.
Come on. Get out of it.
No, but seriously.
Bomber works alone.
You need to play to win every week and pick your best team. I'm not sure what roles he's doing here, but he's looking to the future. I get that, but don't you, the best chance of them winning would
Canberra by how much? They're a GI stadium.
Yeah.
Jed Walters to score. Jed Stewart. Jed Stewart.
There's 7 from 8 at GIO Stadium.
Yeah, he's making it a fortress, Ricky.
Yeah, he is the Rick man.
We love him. We love him.
And like you say, Dylan Brown, 18th man, I question that. But that's Jason Riles. He's got his right to do that if he wants to.
5:30 game, Dogs to take on the Dragons. The Doggies win this.
Yeah, well, Galvin's been the talk all week.
Yeah, what about that?
It had to happen, Dobbo. You don't buy a player and spend as much money as they have on. How much did they give him? 700,000.
Yeah, something like that.
Right, and put him in reserve grade in New South Wales Cup, or bring him off the bench. It's just not how it works. So they've got through Origin, right? Serraldo, this is his decision, and they think that they're going to be a better team with Galvin in it in the 7 jumper. Toby Sexton, unfortunately, is out. I get what they're thinking. So there's a lot of pressure on Lockie Galvin.
I hope it works.
Yeah, well, I'm
because
sure.
I tell you what,
the Bulldogs faithful will be hoping that it works too, because they were leading the competition.
12 rounds, Sexton got them to first. I hope this works.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, mate, they'll be doing more than beating drums down the main street of Belmore. I can tell you that now.
Yeah.
But the flare companies will go, they'll be record prices.
We need to see a bit of a spark, though. We need to see something from Galvin in this game to convince us.
Well, I thought that first half against Brisbane was great.
But
that second half was droppings.
How long does a game of football go for?
80 minutes.
80 minutes.
Okay.
Don't come in and say, you got 40 the first half, right? Well, you know what? It's 80 minutes.
Yeah.
Play for the 80 fellas.
All right. Well, interesting to see how that
goes.
Will be. Storm take on the Sea Eagles, please, in Melbourne, please.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to give you some stats on the Storm. They've had 6 wins on the trot, and they've won their last 10 games at Amy Park. So, Manly have got a pretty strong side. Travojevic in the centre, Lehigh Hopewadi fullback, but they're not going to match it with the Storm. Munster back in.
Interesting.
Pappenhausen's still out, isn't he?
Yeah.
Calf injury.
It's interesting, Kev. You said a couple of weeks ago that the Storm with Nelson, with Nelson, they are nearly, unbeatable.
They're nearly unbeatable, yeah.
It must be something, just his carries and just what he draws. Well, I know they've got some unbelievable players, but Big Nelson
he drags
does.
in 2 or 3 defenders every time they got to tackle him. 4 defenders sometimes. And what about their spine?
Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Pappenhausen's not back yet.
Yeah, but you got, Harry Grant, Munster, Hughes. Yeah,
Hughes is probably the best player in the game. Probably. He's in the top 3 or 4 players in the game. He doesn't play Origin, but he's the way he gets that Melbourne Storm attack firing. He had 4 try assists in the second half last week. He's a good player, Dobbo. And
I agree.
When he plays well,
I saw him play fullback for Cup.
Well, he won the Dally M last year, didn't he?
Yeah, but he was a Cup player.
Yeah, he was playing
Townsville Blackhawks. I saw him play ball. Then he's down. Isn't it crazy? He was a fullback.
Fullback.
I remember him.
And they turned him into a half, and he's him and Cleary, Tommy Dearden.
Unbelievable. Izzy Katoa.
Izzy Katoa's on their heels, yeah.
West Tigers take on the Titans. This is at Leichhardt, 2 o'clock game.
Come on, let's get on the Titans. Let's give them a bit of a razzle up.
All right. Go on. Tell me why. Tell me why the Titans can win at Leichhardt.
Now, I watched the highlights of the game last week against the Broncos. They were in that game for a lot of it, right? The Broncos scored 2 tries.
Oh, they were in the game till the difference came on.
No, it was before half-time. They let that try in right on... Was it Reece? Who scored? Was it...
look, it was 6 minutes till... It was 2-2 with 6 minutes left in the first half. And they went on... So
and then that for try after in the second half. That was a killer blow for the Titans. But from all reports, it wasn't a fabulous game.
No, it wasn't.
So they need to lift the Titans. Surely they can lift it. This is Desi's 499th game he's coached.
Bit of mail getting around yesterday that the Titans were going to let him get to 500.
Well, because they can still make the 8 if they win every game, the Titans.
No, they can't.
They
cannot.
We said before you need 30 points. They're on 14.
Yeah, but how many wins do they have?
8. They've got to win every game.
They've had 4 wins.
12.
So you've got to have
4
12.
plus 8 is 12. If they win every game, they can make the 8. Miracles happen, mate.
Okay.
Keep the belief, Dobbo.
So you're going to tip the Titans?
I'm going to tip the Titans.
Well, you're on your own. I'm sorry, you are on your own.
Well, the Tigers haven't been that great anyway.
No, but they've got Taylor May in.
Yeah.
And, he
I don't mind Dewey at lock, but I'm just tipping the Titans because
you're a Queenslander. Okay.
I want them to have a win.
Yeah, good on you.
Big Dave's there. Tino moves back to 13.
Well, you could be right. I mean, it's not as silly as you think, but I won't be backing him in my multi.
Right.
Warriors to beat the Knights at McDonald Jones Stadium. No Ponga, no win.
They've been hit by injuries like South, haven't they? The Knights, some key players out. And I like the Warriors. Everyone's thinking the Warriors are going to drop out of the top 4. I can't see that happening. Tuapiki, it's been great. Tanner Boyd at 7 was a very smooth transition. Capewell's playing in the centre. They got very good depth. And even if Tuapiki's out, they got Roger the Dodger there ready to go at fullback. So, I like what the Warriors are. Listen to Benji Marshall's presser after they played them last week, and he was convinced that they're a very good side, and they play for 80 minutes or thereabouts. So, and their defence is good. They've won a lot of tight games. They will go there expecting to win this one, and they need to play well, obviously, to keep that. What is it? A 4-point buffer they got with the Bronx.
Yeah. So important game. Bronx have the bye. They're the only team that have the bye. Now, Kratzmann's player on the move this weekend.
Yep. You got someone for me, or can I make?
I think you should go with it. I think Jake Avarillo, didn't you?
You thought, I like Jakey in that 6 jumper.
Yeah.
For the Dolphins tonight, if he can get that combination going with Katoa, a bit like what Nicarima and those two used to do, because he's a different style of player to Sean O'Sullivan. Sean O'Sullivan's an outright 7. He's a 7, right? So put him in the 6 was a bit hard, a bit unfair. Not unfair, but it was a bit hard for him. Avarillo can play 6. And he can play it well. He's got speed. He's got that game adjustment where he can, break the line open. So I like the move, but up against 5 Origin players dropping back into that North Queensland side, I wish the Dolphins well because it's the 2 Queensland clubs going at it, and they both need to win. But I just, like I said before, I just think the Cowboys, with their experience that they're dropping into that side, and who the Dolphins are missing, they have to win, Dobbo.
Yeah.
If they don't, I'm with you. I'm nearly going to I'm going to borrow your pen because it's pretty sharp at the moment and put the line through.
Well, but a lot of teams have...
The Nico pen.
A lot of teams with 7 weeks left have started...
They've got the Nico pen all over them.
Kosamui. When we...
Right, now, you said you got some... Because we're 20 rounds in. I can't tip a winner.
Okay.
The multi. So I'm going to give it to you. You did
last
well
week. I did very close. Okay, so this week, I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to tip the Cowboys tonight. Right, I'm going to tip the Cowboys on the line. I think Hammer scores another try.
He always scores at Suncorp.
So Cowboys to win, Hammer to score. Then I'm going to go to the Titans game, and I'm going to say Jalen de Groot to get a try.
Well, he should have had one last week, shouldn't he?
Yeah, Jalen de
Hang
Groot
on to
to
the
get
ball,
a try.
lad.
So I think if you do that, and the Storm morals over Manly. So let's go through it. Cowboys to win. Hammer for Dolphins will get a try.
That's 2.
Storm to win against Manly.
Storm to beat Manly.
In Amy Park. And then Jalen de Groot at Leichhardt.
On Sunday to
You haven't scored a try in 5 weeks, but you nearly got there last week. I'm going to give you another chance. I think for that you'll get $14.
I don't mind that.
Yeah. And that, to me, is a pretty safe
That'll get you a
little
nice
multi.
Sunday roast.
Yeah, it'll give you a roast. Or you can go to Chargrill Charlie's, over at Jack Kajeski's place. Geez, it's going well.
I've been over there.
Went there yesterday, mate. How good's the... Mate... We know what they're like in
Sydney.
Sydney. Mate, it is elite.
We should get one of those franchises, Dobbo.
I'm happy to do that. I could eat all the profits. I love a Charlie. I love a Charlie Chopper burger. Hey, questions for Kev. Cooper is better. Thanks, Cooper. Self-praise is no praise, though. Thoughts on how the Broncos are playing at the moment, even though they got the bye?
Well, they're playing well enough. They've had, what have they won, 4 or 5 in a row? So that's through the origin period. All you need to do, I say this all the time, is just win. It's a period, there's turmoil through that period for all the clubs. So you just need to bank your wins, and they've done that really well. Can they be better? Certainly can be, but they've got their spine, the dream spine, that they've all been waiting for. So we'll see how that goes in the next month or so. Let's have a look at another month of football from the Broncos. Big one for them is when they play the Storm. That'll tell us, Dobbo.
Yeah.
Well, what have they got?
Yeah. Can I ask you this? This is a couple of things. Would the Roosters win, put a line through the Sharks, and maybe Nico's time at the club should
No,
happen?
I don't think on one game, no. I saw enough from the Sharks last week and Nico Hines that he's back. That's his best game of the year. So I'm expecting him to maintain that level or better. And if they don't beat the Roosters, that's no fall from grace. I think they can still make it. But obviously every win is vital on where they finish on the ladder. If you get 5 or 6, you get a home final, don't you?
Yeah,
that's a big thing.
Yeah.
That's a big thing as well.
Brian St. Vincent. No, I don't mind this one. Do you think you can interview Narelle?
Of course I could interview Narelle, yeah.
Do you think we should get her on there?
She won't come on, mate. She's
Okay.
Buckley's.
Okay, there you go. Sorry, Brian. Kevie, this is not a bad one from Dan Owen. If Kevie could choose a half partner in the current era of the NRL to play alongside, who would it be?
Oh, gee. I love
You're
most.
5'8". Who would you like to be?
My
Yeah.
7
Yeah.
be Tommy Dearden,
Really?
the little Queenslander. Yeah, we had him at the Broncos, Tommy. I texted him after the game. I said, mate, well done to you. I just keep...
I never bring up the Tommy Dearden and let him go.
Well,
Go.
you know what? I'm going to clear the air here. Tommy had to get out of the Broncos, mate. There was too many comparisons. He was getting snowed under. He was getting hammered. And I really felt sorry for him because he couldn't show what sort of... And he was only 18 years of age.
Yeah. Yeah. He had Mammers there as well.
Yeah, but Ezra wasn't around wasn't in his class at that... he was
Do you
there,
know-
but parked in the background.
I've got to be honest with you here, and this is not on you. It will go down as one of the biggest disgraceful decisions ever. They bought Brodie Croft to that club when they had Dearden. Now, that wasn't you. That was Seabolt. They bought Brodie Croft to the Broncos when they had Tom Dearden and put him over the top. That's true.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, Tommy's coming into grade was too early for him. But the Broncos...
Well, they played him out. Seabolt debuted him and he was too young.
Yeah. Against South, I think it was, against the Premiers or whatever, So, but Tommy's time at the Broncos was just the wrong time.
Yep.
The club was in its...
Well, it had a wooden spoon.
There was a lot going on. And for a halfback to be under that sort of pressure at that age... And his confidence was gone, Dobbo. And I said to him, mate, this will be a good move for you to get out of here.
Move. Yeah.
And look at him. Look how he's kicked.
Well, mate, he's played Origin. He's an absolute out-and-out boy, captain of the club.
And he's still, what's he, 23?
24. 24.
So he's got another 10. We've got 10 years of that.
Do you know what he's going to do? He's going to terrorise the Broncos for the next 10 years.
Well, that's happened, mate. That's happened before with Jonathan Thurston, Cameron Smith.
I know, but like what I'm just saying, halves are hard
He may
to
end
come
up at the
by.
Broncos, mate. You don't know that.
No. He ain't coming back to the Broncos. There's no way.
All right.
Would you bring him back?
Hey?
You bring him back and well, you'd like to play with him. He'd be the bloke you like to play
Well,
with.
what do you think I'm trying to pitch up for? Mate, but he's good.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree, 100%. I'm
mate.
pleased you cleared the air on that one.
Yeah, yeah. Is that clear now for everyone?
Yeah, I think so. No, I do. I do.
And the move up there has been so good for him. He just got out of the limelight, and he could just be Tom Dearden. Good on you, Tommy. We love you, mate.
Roads Walked podcast. Listen, I know you're trying to crowbar your podcast into ours, mate. Just ring us up. We'll get you on. But anyway, whoever that is. With the hammer starting to come good again, can we put him down for 3+ tries against the Cows? Well, I've just given him one.
He can do it. We've seen it. He loves Suncorp.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna go against the hammer scoring 3 tries in any game. He's got speed to burn, and he loves Suncorp. So go after it, champ.
Gal's victory over Sonny Bill last night.
I watched it last. Stayed up till it was well past my bedtime.
11 o'clock.
Yeah. Good on. It was a good promotion of the fight. I'm not a huge boxing fan anyway, but did I tell you I ran into Paul Gallen at State of Origin? Now, I when I was a trainer for Queensland, I just having fun as a trainer. Queensland were in front. It was late in the game, so I squirted Willie Mason back behind his.
Yeah.
When he was walking to a scrum, and he turned around, and he got angry, he looked at me and, Kevie, you go away, you know. And so I thought, that's all right. Next scrum, I went up behind Paul Gallen.
Stop it.
I squirted him with the water bottle, you know, thinking, he'll get a kick out of this. He didn't get a kick. He looked at me like he was going to kill me. Like last night, he had that look in his eye. And he
was on the sideline for game 3 when you were down there. Did you have a chat to him?
No, this was before the game. Yeah, I saw him in the sheds in the tunnel. And he came at me, and I just grabbed Petro and pushed Petro in front. I said, "You're not getting anywhere near me, mate." Anyway, that would have been 2013 or 14. So 10 years later, he catches me just last weekend or last Wednesday night.
You hadn't seen him since?
I'd seen him around, but we never sort of,
yeah.
you know. And he said, "Kevie, you remember that time you squirted me with the water bottle?" I said, "Yeah." He said, I'm being honest, mate. I had to put that angry face on because I wanted to scare the shit out of you. But, geez, inside I was laughing. But we were getting beaten and, you know, all the pressure was on us. He said, I wanted to smile at you, but I just couldn't. That was my image at the time. So I'm sorry if I, you know.
He's a great bloke, Gal. He really is. He's so misunderstood.
Yeah, and so he's a bit richer when he wakes up this morning, too.
So, Sonny Bill, I will say this. Like, I interviewed Gal a week ago, and he was completely... wasn't going to shake Sonny Bill's hand, didn't rate him, and you saw that press conference against it. Yeah. But I love Sonny Bill going over and chatting to him.
Yep.
They had it out. They're going to have a coffee. Sonny Bill's a good human.
Yeah. They're both good people,
Gal, mate. The fact that there's been so much animosity there, I'm pleased if they can just break bread and just...
Go and have a coffee. Yeah, Gal said he'll do that and then just get on with life. And Sonny Bill looked in pretty good shape, didn't he? Narelle was half full, but then Sonny Bill strutted on.
Mate, I tell you what.
Eyes right up.
Mate, I've been in the lift with him a couple of times. He is a monster of a man.
Oh, he was a great footballer too,
a
Dobbo.
Specimen.
He came on the scene. He changed the way back rowers played. You know?
Yeah, he's a specimen. He was
tough. What do we? Those shoulder charge.
Unbelievable.
Well, he changed the rules.
Yeah.
The way he used to shoulder charge people. It became too dangerous. He was knocking blokes out.
Yeah, I know. Well done, Gal. Good victory.
And go on your Sonny Bill. We love you too, mate.
Great man as well. That's it from us here. Make sure you go to all our social media, YouTube, TikTok, Insta. Hopefully we'll have some clips of this great man and his interview. And next week we've got a special guest as well.
We've got some big ones coming up, Dobbo.
Very, very big guests coming up. People inside ball, we appreciate it. Go and share it with a friend. That's all I could ask. Every week we're just building a nice little podcast here. We're not going anywhere. We love Inside Ball, and we're really grateful that you guys give us some time. We'll catch you on Monday after round 20. Go the Finns tonight. Finns up. Bronx have the bye. And Titans, if you can do it, prove me wrong.
What about the Cows? You forgot the Cows.
Cows.
Someone's going to lose tonight.
Someone's going to lose. We can't back them all. I mean, we've backed the Cows. Finns up. Trad will kill me if I don't say that. See you later.